Okay, good afternoon students. So today we will be discussing about a most known topic, recently known topic, okay, in this chapter. So today we are going to talk about sanitation. Sanitation or sanitization, whatever the name we can give. So this word, this term sanitization, we have heard recently in many forms. As for example, this word is mostly used, is regarded as precautionary measures. That means how we can deal with some diseases. Okay, so sanitation and diseases. Okay, so recently due to COVID-19 we have just we came to know that what do you mean by sanitization, what do you mean by what it is called sanitization and others related thing. Okay, so sanitization is very important for continuity health. So sanitization is very much important. Okay, sanitization has been practiced right from the beginning. Okay, from the ancient times. From the ancient times. Okay, that means to protect the body or to protect ourselves or even to protect different animals from different diseases. Okay, sanitation involves mainly the disposal of the solid and liquid waste. That means you can simply say it is mostly used for hygiene and cleaning. Okay, so mostly used for hygiene and cleaning. So sanitation is mostly done for hygiene and cleaning. So previously, what people used to do? People used to mostly in many years ago, say a decade ago, 10 years or 20 years ago, what in hospitals, what they used to do? They used to use the same syringe. Okay, same syringe means for injections. Okay, and for the sanitation, what they used to do? They used to boil the things. Why they used to boil the syringe? They used to boil the syringe. Why they used to boil those syringe? Because at that time there was a very less syringe available in the market. Okay, and this was boiled. Okay, as we all know, boiling kills germs. So it is the process of sanitation or sanitization. Okay, same is the thing with antiseptic lotion, antiseptic liquid. Okay, antiseptic liquid mostly means example Dettol. We have Savlon right now nowadays. Then we have Suthol. So these all are antiseptic liquid. Okay, so these all contains some alcohol. It's all alcohol based sanitization. Okay, and these all helps to kill the germs. If not, okay, if this doesn't kill the germs, they what you can say, they deactivate the germs. That means they reduce the increasing amount of spread of the disease. Okay, so these are all a type of sanitation. As for example, we mop the things or we mop the room. Okay, floor of the room with antiseptic or disinfectant. Okay, Lysol is there or phenyl is there. So we use different types of chemicals, mostly different types of chemicals for sanitizations. Okay, so in this chapter, as we are talking about wastewater, that means it is related to water, the disease related to water. So first of all, we will be talking about how water is infected. That means mostly let's have a talk of about water pollution. So water pollution means contamination of water due to liquid and solid waste. Contamination of water by solid and liquid waste mostly. Okay, that means we can define water pollution, or you can water or land pollution also. Okay, water or land pollution. So contamination of water by solid and liquid waste in terms of water, and contamination of land by solid and liquid waste in terms of land. Okay, so most diseases are caused by pollutants and disease caused by microorganisms in water. So these, due to water pollution, okay, the pollutant means the solid waste and the liquid waste. That means these two act as a pollutants, and these pollutants result in various diseases. How they are related to various diseases? Because when they mixed with water, and as we all know that we use water for various other purposes, mostly for drinking. So when you drink that contaminated water, okay, when we drink that contaminated water, the germs present in the water, okay, germs present in the water goes into our stomach, and that can affect our various body functioning or various body organs. Okay, so mostly the contamination of water causes various diseases, and these diseases in terms of water is termed as waterborne diseases. Waterborne diseases. So if anyone asks you what do you mean by waterborne diseases, then you can answer the disease caused by the contamination of water is termed as waterborne diseases. So disease caused by pollutants and disease causing microorganism in water. Okay, disease caused by pollutants and microorganisms in water. We have to mention water because as we are discussing about waterborne diseases. So microorganisms in water are called waterborne diseases. Okay, that means the pollutants means solid and liquid. These two act as a pollutants. Okay. And even microorganisms are there. Okay, so we get water get polluted due to mixing of various other things. Okay. So let's talk about how water gets polluted. So water gets polluted by, we'll talk about one by one. So as we all know that water gets polluted by organic waste, inorganic waste, microorganism, and even salts. Okay, as we have discussed previously. So mostly water gets polluted by domestic sewage, domestic sewage means the waste from household waste, you can say, household wastes. Okay, household waste means organic waste like fruits and vegetables peels. Okay, then inorganic waste also are there like paints, oils, grease. Okay, then we have salts. Okay, different types of salts. Number two, we have excretion of infested people and animals. Excretion of infected humans and animals. So excretion of infected human and animals. So this is in this topic, in this second point, we will explain more about how disease can cause from one person to another. Okay, so excretion means, as we all know, human feces or the waste product that we release from our body. Okay, so whatever we eat, what happens? We can get disease can come inside our body. Okay, and after that, infecting our body, it can move towards our faces. That means it can go out from our human faces. Okay, and if this human faces, okay, if it is dumped in an open, the disease can be spread through air. Okay, infected humans and animals also. As for animals, in our recent scenario, COVID-19, it is said that it is due to the infected animals. Infected animals, mostly bat and snakes. Okay, so as we came to know, it becomes almost a year. That means almost a year about this disease. So we can relate that we came to know that due to bats and snakes, COVID-19 has been spread. But how it is spread? Mostly people with uncooked, or if that thing is not cooked, they mostly in people in China, they consume bats and snakes. Okay, and if they are infected with that virus, that can come to or that can spread from that infected person to another healthy person, and that healthy person will also get infected. Okay, and it can spread from air, it can spread from water, or it can spread through direct contact. Also. Okay, mostly in case of COVID-19 or coronavirus, it is spread through air. When this infected animals was eaten by humans, Okay, mostly bats and snakes. Mostly what happens? Infected animals was eaten by humans, and that humans get affected. Okay, that means he was attacked by that virus, and through air it spread all over the world. Okay, then we have industrial waste. Okay, we can erase waterborne disease, as we know what do you mean by waterborne diseases. Then we have industrial waste. Industrial waste means waste from various industries or factories. Okay, it can be solid waste also, it can be liquid waste also. Okay, then we have pesticides and insecticides. Pesticides and insecticides. That means these are chemicals. Chemicals mostly used to kill pests and insects which harm the crops. Okay, which harm the crops. So a large part of pollution in our country defecates in open. That means, as I was discussing about excretion. So in most part, as we talked in terms of India, most of the people, they defecate in open. That means they do toilets in open area, as for example in fields or in river beds or railway tracks. Okay, so animals and humans act as health hazards. They pollute both soil and water. That means this excretion pollutes both soil and water. How they pollute soil and water? As for example, they directly pollute water by when they defecate in open, or when they do toilet in open, the water is contaminated, and that can contain various germs also. Okay, and soil. Okay, soil also get affected, because when it rains, those contamination or those germs, they get mixed with the underground water. Okay, underground water from the soil. In this case, underground water is also affected. And as we all know, in most of the villages, okay, in most of the part of the India, we drink underground water. Underground water means from hand pump or from tube wells. We drink water from hand pumps and tube wells. We don't have the PHE line or municipality line from the local governing body. Okay, so when we drink this water, underground water, when we drink this underground water, what happens? The germs present in this underground water can affect us, and that is called waterborne diseases, as we have discussed previously. Waterborne diseases. Okay, so when it rains, when we use underground water in many forms, such as wells, water tube wells, springs, hand pumps, etc. Thus, the polluted groundwater becomes a source of waterborne diseases. Okay, so this was all about how disease spread. Okay, how diseases are spread. So we have a few examples of waterborne diseases. For example, the disease caused by water, drinking contaminated water or dirty water. Example, we have typhoid, jaundice, then we have diarrhea, dysentery. Okay, we can write it extra. There are other diseases also, as for example, we have cholera also, hepatitis, polio is also there. So these all are waterborne diseases. That means typhoid, jaundice, diarrhea, dysentery. These all are caused due to water. That means water that contains germs. So mostly we have to control about water pollution. That means most diseases are caused due to water. Okay, and how it is polluted? Domestic waste, excretion, industrial waste, pesticides. Mostly this is very much dangerous. The number 2 point is very much dangerous. Okay, that means negligence of human beings. So this was all about disease. And about sanitation. Sanitization can be done by various means. Okay, sanitation is not only that you only rub that what it is called sanitization in your hand and you are free. No, it is also how we can reduce water pollution or even land pollution, or how we can control the excretion, or how we can't control the excretion, but the method should be correct to remove it, to remove the what you can say excretions. Okay, so this was all about sanitization and diseases.